AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, 35 years old, was, a lot of us were hoping, would end up being the top Democrat, which would be the #2 position on the House Oversight Committee. The House Oversight Committee is a very, very powerful committee. It's basically the investigative arm of Congress. And as you know, James Comer showed us, he's the Republican head of it. He's used that House Oversight Committee to look into Hunter Biden and Burisma and Joe Biden and quack, quack, quack. You know, the whole, the guy who just pleaded guilty to taking talking points from Putin and using them against, and you know, lies, and using them against Joe Biden and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So anyhow, AOC was going to be the #2 person on that committee. But the guy who has the greatest seniority is a 74-year-old by the name of Jerry Connolly, who also has apparently throat cancer, which, #1, is pretty awful stuff. My best friend had that years ago. And #2, can kind of seriously impair your ability to speak. And, but apparently Nancy Pelosi really hates AOC. And this is, in my mind, just pathetic. I mean, Nancy Pelosi's in her 80s. Jerry Connolly is in his mid-70s. And I don't mean to knock that. I mean, I'm in my 70s. But I really think if the Democratic Party wants to move forward, if the Democratic Party wants to capture the youth vote, if the Democratic Party wants to do good things, they need to be raising up their younger members, particularly those who are outspoken, who know how to use the media, who are, and that's AOC. And, you know, we believed, I mean, I announced on this program last Friday that, you know, the word was out that AOC had enough votes to win this thing. And then Nancy Pelosi won. And so they had the vote this morning, just an hour or two ago, and it was 131 to 84. This is the Democratic caucus, within just Democrats in the House of Representatives voting for who's going to lead this committee. And Jerry Connolly beat Ocasio-Cortez 131 to 84. He was endorsed by the New Democrat Coalition, which is the Democrats who take big corporate money. And she was endorsed by the Progressive Caucus, which is the Democrats who don't take corporate money. So that kind of tells you where this is all at, right? I think this is just a travesty. I'm disgusted. You know, we have this gerontocracy. And again, I think that there's a lot of things, you know, age very often confers wisdom, and I'm all in favor of that. But, you know, America is a fairly young country. The median age in America is 39 years old. AOC is 35. On the other hand, well, also, you know, the 5 youngest U.S. senators, now I realize I've been talking about the House, this is the Senate, but the 5 youngest U.S. senators, out of the 5 of them, 4 of them, of the youngest, are Republicans. I mean, the Republicans are beating us on reaching out to young people. There was a huge swing among young people toward the Republicans. Why? Because so many young people are getting their news not from traditional media, which is where, you know, the Democrats put all their money, because the Democratic consultants who run the campaigns make their money by taking a commission on placing ads on television. When the Republicans had these media operations, well, the biggest one obviously was Twitter, and Elon Musk just tweaked the algorithm. It cost him $40 billion to do it, but he tweaked the algorithm. And by the way, Elon Musk has made almost $200 billion just since Trump was elected. $200 billion? Twitter cost him $44 billion. He put, you know, $277 million into Trump's campaign, or into getting Trump elected. Seems like a pretty good investment. But here we have Democrats going, oh yeah, let's put the 74-year-old guy with throat cancer in charge of one of the top committees in Congress, one of the place where you can speak up and sound off and make big waves and get lots of publicity. Let's put this guy there. What kind of fools are running the Democratic Party right now?